Hey folks, Anthony Special here with Hawkeye Traders. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Before I cover today's topic, of course, we just need to disclaim that whatever we do discuss is for information and educational purposes only. Please do not take anything as live financial or trading advice, as it certainly is not. So guys, how would you have felt if you had the ability to sell either out of the position you were in because you knew it was time, or taken a short position on American Airlines at about 38 bucks? Well, that's a really great move when it plummeted all the way down to $10. That's almost a 3 times earning in the inverse direction of the market traveling to the downside. Now, what does that mean? Well, the beauty of being a trader, the beauty of understanding how the market works, the beauty of taking full advantage of opportunity as it presents itself is it doesn't matter if the market's going long or short for us. We could have shorted American Airlines very simply by either shorting the stock or buying out of the money put options. So, put options are just a cheaper way for you to have taken this trade and a more leveraged way for you to have taken this trade. Now, we could have looked out at some higher time frame data and decided which put option was the right one. But in hindsight, our Hawkeye indicators was what tipped us off to the sell-off. That as the market turned, at about 38 bucks was the point to get short. And as that has transpired, it had pushed the price all the way down to $10. So you had a full 28-point swing to the downside of profit potential. Now, guys, this is how we take a look at a market from a macro standpoint, look into the future and go, all right, here's what's set up. Let's figure out what the time frame is and what the target is, and now we pick the perfect option to leverage this position into being extraordinarily profitable. Now, 28 points or so in the stock to the downside on the short is a fantastic trade and move. That leveraged into a put option, was a several 100% return on investment. What more could you ask for? Easily identifiable, low risk, high probability. That is what we stand for here at Hawkeye Traders. Imagine your life is perfect in every aspect. What would that look like? Well, this is a very, very personal question. It's a very personal topic. We all have different desires in our life. We all have different kryptonites. We all have different things that make us feel good. So I invite you to take a few minutes and think about that. I invite you to just put life down for a half a second. With everything going on in the world right now, just put it on pause for a second and think about, what does my perfect life look like? Now let me tell you something. There's nothing in life that is perfect. There's no scenario that's perfect. There's no buddy that's perfect. But what makes me feel fulfilled? So let me replace that word perfect with what? Imagine your life being fulfilled in every respect. What does that look like? What does that feel like to you? Is it a good feeling? And if it is a good feeling, and if it is something that you want or desire, as you should, what are you doing to get there? What steps are you taking day in and day out to get to what it looks like in your mind? Because that's all the differences between people who are here and people who are there, is that these people here made a decision to get there. It's really no different. They decided they were going to do it, and they decided that there's nothing that was going to stop them from getting from A to B. If you have not made that decision yet, then why haven't you? What is holding you back from that decision? Now, I don't know what your catalyst is to get from A to B. Whether it's something that you have in the works, if it's something that you're looking for, if it's something that you haven't discovered yet. But if you haven't made that conscious decision, you have to ask yourself why. And when you can understand why you haven't, you will then understand why you're still imagining what it should look like rather than actually living what it should look like. So I encourage you today to take some time and think about that. It is something that should be self-fulfilling, self-prophesying, and I really encourage you to do that. So if you are ready to get started, if you're ready to learn more, if you're ready to use the market as a catalyst to get you from A to B, then that's what we're here for. For me personally, I was struggling and in debt and didn't know when I was ever going to dig myself out of the hole I was in to get to the life that I wanted. Well, I found the market, and after making endless mistakes and spending endless money on education and tools and indicators and crap, for lack of a better term, I found Hawkeye. I found this company. I found and began to understand how volume precedes price action and how price action is reactive to supply and demand. And I started to understand just how the market worked. And as I grew this understanding of how the market worked, I understood what the indicators were telling me. As I understood what the indicators were telling me, that started turning into a lot of money, and a lot of money very quickly. And now, fast forward, some years, I have come to realize what I was desiring some time ago. So if that is something you're looking to do, if that's a story that resonates with you, listen, I'm not telling you have to go any further than just clicking the link below and checking out this webinar. It's worth a little bit of your time to see if this is a right fit for you. And if it's not, we completely understand. But if it is, I encourage you to follow your path and get to where you want to be. I encourage you to have that. I encourage you to have freedom. I encourage you to have financial stability. I encourage you to be okay. And you can do that. It's really just a choice. It's a decision that you have to make. So with that, check out the webinar. Click the link below. It'll get you to Project vSwarm right away. Take it in. Really take it in. Check us out at HawkeyeTraders.com. Feel free to reach out to us via email or phone call, and we are happy to answer any questions you might have. And if Hawkeye is a fit for you, if Hawkeye could help you be part of your catalyst to get you from A to B, we would love to welcome you to the family. With that, guys, have a beautiful day, a blessed day, a profitable day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.